All right, today I'd like to talk to you about how to get FM radio through through a USB device. Now this is an RTL Software Defined Radio USB tuner. So what this thing is, it has a little plug there for the antenna and it has your USB connector. I've done a video before this and I encourage you to check that out as well on top of this video. But on this video I'd just like to specifically focus on getting local FM radio stations with this. Now another cool thing with this is I'm able to get, for inside my house, I can connect it to my TV antenna, and my TV antenna works really great for getting some of the FM, weaker, lower powered radio stations in my area. So I get something like this, which is this, you got your standard TV coax connector, and it connects to this connector. I don't know the name of this one, but it connects to all these little software defined radios. It just has like this little thing that snaps in there. And so all you simply do is plug this into your USB port in a computer and use a program called GQRX, and you can tune your local FM radio stations. And technically, and you can use this as a scanner. I just haven't found a good program for scanning through the frequencies like how you would with a scanner. But if you just want to get your FM radio stations, and another thing is, what I like about this is this setup, I'm able to connect it to my rooftop antenna, so I'm able to get those I'm able to get those FM radio stations that I might not be able to get with a radio just inside the house, or if I get static inside the house. I'd like to give you a little look at how we use GQRX. It's a program that will work in Linux and Mac. I think there's a different program for Windows, and I couldn't even get it working because Windows is harder than Linux these days for whatever reason. So I got it on, I'm just going to turn the gain down here. So you go onto your radio, you select your Realtek RTL radio, and you just hit, with these settings it's fine for what I'm going to do just for FM, and turn on your radio. Now I've had it on before, so that's going to work no problem. And I'll cut to the some screen capture and we'll take a look at how this works. To your desktop, I've installed it. You get this program, you can install it through your software manager in Linux Mint. Just go, where is it? Software manager will be like this thing here. But I've already installed it. All right, so you go to GQRX. I just have it right here on my desktop. Oh yeah, well, another thing for Linux users, I just want to point out, for whatever reason, it's here in my internet settings. Right there, GQRX. So just so you know, it doesn't even have an icon with it. I guess I could probably put a picture of a radio or something. So if you're looking for it and you can't find it, another place you can find it is just go to your search thing in your folders there, and you'll find it there. So because of that, I just put a little icon here on my desktop for the programs I use. Obviously, Firefox, Kdenlive, Caffeine, which is another program that I use with my over-the-air antenna, because I can watch over-the-air TV with Caffeine in Linux, which I've done another video on. So you go to your settings, and usually by default, it'll come to this. So one of the first things you want to be able to see is you want to see your Realtek RTL, and make sure you see that. Now, I have installed this on a computer before. I plugged it in and it didn't see this, but then I restarted my computer, did the updates, and it did see it. So try that with some troubleshooting if you're not seeing that. But in most cases, it just works out of the box. So you go to your Realtek, make sure you got that. Otherwise, if you have the wrong thing here, the wrong device, it's not going to work. I have all my settings set to about all of this right here. And so I'm going to turn on my radio. So there you can see, I can actually make this bigger. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with this. So you see the waterfall. You see everything on this radio spectrum. Like I can see the other radio stations. I'm pointing at this one here, 92.9, which is a CBC affiliate, I believe. And I'm just going to bring the audio up here. These RTL radios usually sell for a little over $20 on eBay. I will provide a link below to a radio similar to this. Alright, so I have it on 92.1. So this is a low power FM radio station. It's coming in okay. But that's one of the great things about this device. I love listening to this station in my car, but I can't really get it inside the house. So I've ended up doing all this just mainly so I can get this. And also this station here, 91.9, which is called The Cave. And it's actually like a low power high school radio station here in Kingston. And this one here is the Amherst Island radio station. It's just like a low power FM station. So I really like that for this kind of stuff, for listening to the smaller radio stations. Like this station here plays bluegrass music and all this, all that kind of stuff. And a lot more alternative stuff than you get on these other big stations, which will have like, go to 100. Like these stations here, which has all like are very powerful. You can see by the how big they are on the spectrum analyzer here. These are like usually the mainstream radio stations, but for those lower powered radio stations, I love this device because they come in really good. Now I had to figure this out at first. Now, sometimes I can get FM stereo, but these weaker stations, I have to leave it on WMF mono. I have the squelch up here, and I found one thing. The reason why I was really off frequency before is this part here, where you have the one. I usually have about 1 off of where the hardware frequency is. So make sure because if you do this, you're going to move that around. So I just kind of keep it there at about 1, and then you'll have your frequency right up here. That will be the exact frequency you want to be on for your local radio stations. So another thing is, which I found out from the beginning, I could not see the station at first because by default this program had it there at 49.6 dB, and I couldn't see the radio station. I had all this noise here, but if I brought the LNA gain down, sometimes you bring it right down, but it'll fade away. But if you kind of find the sweet spot here, kind of in the middle, I was able to get the radio stations, especially these weaker radio stations, out. And all this stuff here, this FFT, is mainly your waterfall settings for if you want this to go faster, slower, whatever you want to do. Another thing you can do, if you have a tablet or a phone, this is a Samsung tablet, it'll work just the same as a cell phone as well. You can plug it into that. Only one problem. There's the connector. There's the USB connection. It's not going to fit. So that can be a problem. So back to eBay. I got this thing here. This is, I don't know if it has a name, OTG micro USB hub. So I got one of these micro USB hubs. It has your regular cell phone USB tablet device, and it has about an octopus of other standard USB connectors. I went with 3. You can get this kind of thing that will just have the one connector, but I decided to get this one. The nice thing about this one too is it has a bypass, so you can charge your phone or tablet while you're using this device. So simply, you would just allow this device here will allow you to plug your software defined radio. You have this funny looking octopus coming out of your tablet. So this would go here. Take your tablet or your phone. Your phone might be a little smaller than this tablet, or maybe not. And then just connect the this part up to the tablet. Now, to get this to work in Android, you'll need to install the driver for this thing, which I've installed. It's called so you get an RTL-SDR driver, and you also get this program called SDR Touch, which is pretty much GQRX except for a tablet. Now, SDR Touch is a free app, but to get some of the features, you'll want to pay $10 for a key. I haven't bothered to get the key. All right, so I got SDR Touch. It's in demo mode. I haven't bought the full version of this yet. But you can just, if you just want the FM radio. So I got my software defined radio plugged in here, running into the tablet. And it doesn't show the waterfall, but if you buy the full version, it will show you the waterfall. Do I want to allow this driver to have access to it? Sure. Oh, I can see the waterfall. I wasn't seeing that earlier. And you could expand the band and all that stuff. So you just tune through your frequencies, you'll see the you can find a radio station here.
Pulitzer Prize-winning Washington Post reporter David Fahrenthold talks about following the money of Trump family businesses, including Trump hotels.
So this is probably NPR, and guess who's NPR? Guess what NPR is talking about? NPR just can't. They love this man, and they just can't stop talking him. I can say no thanks to the key.
With a repeat broadcast tonight at 8 p.m.
Okay, turn off NPR. All right. So that's how you can tune to a station. And so yeah, you just connect that in. You can go through these features as well on the Android to do other modes of radio. But as I said, this video is just specifically the focus on how to get FM radio through an Android device. Now you might say, well, I don't want all this stuff. But what you could use this, particularly you could use this for if you have an older tablet and the battery has gone on you, this can actually give you a little bit of, if you don't like throwing things away like I do, and you want to get some extra life out of your tablet, you'll be able to power your tablet and do other things with it. So this is kind of a cool feature to have. It would probably extend the life of your tablet, and also particularly a cell phone as well. Or you can just throw it away. It's up to you. But if you like playing with old stuff and getting as much life out of it like I do, this would be a really cool thing to have. So let's... So one more time here. So you open up Android here, and you can see that I have my other apps running in the background. So there's the driver for the RTL-SDR driver. So you'll want to install that. You get that right in the Play Store. Hopefully your device will be able to run that. And you just go to your Software Defined Radio, and it has your modes of radio that you can go through here. And now you might not hear it right away because you always got to turn the power on the
for a universal basic income in the United States.
On your RTL.
Running for president of the United States. We want to know what your questions are.
So I'm going to turn the volume down there. Now, spectrum. There's the spectrum. It only shows the spectrum for, like, as you can see here. It's just going to give a countdown because it wants you to buy the full version to do this, which I think I will, but I'm going to play around and see if there's a free version of this or what I could use. I mean, this is good enough just, so I can connect this up so that I can listen to a little bit FM radio through a tablet. But really, I like having this connected to my Linux box. So that's how you pretty much can do it with your Android or through your computer, is by plugging one of these things in, and it will allow you to get your FM radio stations in your area. So if you like this content, please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and please subscribe.